Hey guys, Jeff with Westcott Designs. So we're here in Phoenix, Arizona. A little bit cooler, a little overcast today, a little bit nicer. Not sweating like crazy out here. But I want to talk about this new Wavemaker Sequoia that we have, TRD Pro. Just some little things on it. I actually personally think the best fit on these trucks is 35 12.5 by 18s on them. Doesn't smoke the gas mileage, doesn't put a lot of additional wear on the brakes. They ride really nice. It sits really good. You're not losing a lot of performance in it. You still got a lot of room in the wheel well. Have to do very little work in the wheel well when you're working on them. We trim the front of the liner up here in the front, just the lower part below where the fender here is. In the back corner, we pin back the liner back here. We've got a kit that we do that we really like and it works well. That's something we offer. We ran a 1.25 inch wheel spacer in that, just so it gave it a little bit more poke. These are a plus 40 wheel. So with running that wheel offset on these, it's one of those kind of things that if you just get a little bit more poke on it, and if you look the way it runs down the side of the fender here, and the way it is from the front here, you just get a little bit of the tire outside, but yet the scrub radius still works really well, and you don't have to worry about it rubbing on the fenders. This does have our front rear kit in it. What do you guys think about this color? I like it. I think it looks good with the black wheels. I actually think I've seen some with the machine wheels, and I like it with the machine wheels as well. One of the trucks that was done for SEMA was a Land Cruiser that was painted in the Wavemaker color, and they did machine wheels on it. So this has a light tire on it, as I should say light. I shouldn't say truck because people get offended when I say truck. They say it's an SUV, it's not a truck. Toyota specifications, anything with a full frame chassis is considered a truck in their lineup. This is an 8-ply tire on here. This is a D-load tire. We talk about load, we've talked about it in past videos, we'll talk about it in future videos because we want people to understand how really important the load range is. And then I read through the comments and guy says, when I off-road with my truck, I don't want to have to worry about cutting a sidewall on a lighter load tire and stuff. And I try to explain myself, and here I'm going to explain it this way. If you took this truck out and wheeled it and you put the tire pressure down to the proper tire pressure and you were out there on the trails and you drove the truck with finesse and you drove the truck where you're not trying to kill it, you're not trying to cut a tire sidewall, you're out there. I can tell you, I've been out Moab, I've been up to Colorado, I've been down to Baja, Mexico. I've never gotten a flat tire. And it's not because I'm not being careful, I am being careful, but I pick a line, I see the line that I'm gonna take. But really my point is here is if I had this 8-ply tire and I got a slice on the sidewall and maybe it didn't go all the way through the sidewall, you're not gonna run that tire when you get back on the road. So I would rather take my chance. If I'm gonna slice a tire, I'm gonna change the tire. Either way, whether it's an E load, F load, C load, whatever. I'm gonna have a spare tire, I'm gonna change the tire, and that's how it's gonna be. But I would rather pay less for the tire because of the cost difference. 2, I would rather the 2 to 3 more miles a gallon because of the weight, because of the lighter tire, and I'd rather save it, get another 10,000 miles out of my brakes on a vehicle and take my chances and just drive a little bit more careful when you're out there on the trails instead of trying to send it. All these guys get out on the trails and they send their trucks. They look for the sharpest rock they can run it into. They ram into things, they run into things, and at the end of the day, it's driving with finesse when you're out on the trails. Picking a good line, following a nice path. Maybe it's the guy that's in front of you, maybe it's not. But you don't need to spend all that time putting a heavy tire on the truck and then it rides like a truck. This thing doesn't need to ride like a truck. It can ride nice with the proper tire on it. And obviously you can see here, they put open country AT3s on this thing, and that's a really nice tire to run on this and a D load. So I know it's not what people want to hear. They're gonna tell me their own reasons on this and that, but I always run either a C load or a D load. I even run a D load tire on my 2500 GMC. Could I run a heavier tire? Absolutely. But do I want a nicer ride? Yes, and so I do. I run a Toyota Open Country MT on that and a 38 1350 by 18, and it's been a great tire. I haven't had any flat tires. I do tow with it. I don't get crazy towing with it. I probably don't tow with the things made and capable of towing, but I do tow with it. So it works good for me. So I think that a lot of people get overkill when they put wheels and tires or tires on their truck and they're trying to figure out what's the best combination. I'd rather have a nice riding truck, take my chances, change the tire if I have to, and that'll be the end of it. So anyways, I'm tired of rambling on. You're probably tired of listening to me. So anyways, let us know what your thoughts are. Let us know what you think of the Wavemaker color. Do you like it with the way it pokes out? Do you like it having the 1.25 inch wheel spacers on it? I don't know. I personally think this is a really nice look for not a whole lot. It's got our lift in it, and tires on it, and wheel spacers on it. So again, thank you guys for watching. Take care.